So this may not be the expected 3D printing maker type content that I'm trying to get into lately, but this does harken back to my days of doing a gun blog type thing with adjacent videos. Excuse me. I am a proud owner of a 9mm Tokarev clone. I think these are wonderful guns. The Russians got this one right, mostly because they got a hold of some Browning 1903s and some 1911s and said, we can make that cheaper. And they did. But this reminds me of something very common. People who carry on an empty chamber. Like my mother. Stop doing that, Mom. Carrying on an empty chamber is like saying you're going to drive without your seatbelt because you'll have time to put it on if you get in a wreck. You won't. You don't. But anyway, people who carry on an empty chamber practice what is called the Israeli draw. And this stems from Israeli military forces who would carry on an empty chamber, or at least used to. I'm not sure if they still do, but they carried on an empty chamber, hammer down, and then when they would draw, they would rack the slide and go about their business. The Tokarev is the reason why the Israeli draw is a thing, because Tokarev has no safety. Now, U.S. import laws, when these came in, had to have a safety added. I have removed this one because it's hot garbage. It wasn't designed to have a safety. It's not supposed to have a safety. How the Tokarev was designed was to be in condition 2, with a round in the chamber and hammer at half cock, which completely locks up the action. So then in the event you need it, you would draw, cock the hammer, fire. But the Israelis used Russian Tokarevs as their service pistol for quite a while and didn't like carrying it at half cock, just in case. So they developed what we now call the Israeli draw, where they would carry it hammer down on an empty chamber, full magazine, and then in the event they needed it, they would draw, rack it, and engage. So, I carry a half cock. Well, not carry. I haven't carried this yet, but I keep it at half cock with a round in the chamber, as you can see, and a full magazine. And that's the Israeli draw and the brief history behind it, influenced by the Tokarev TT-33 and similar. Thanks.